You know, sometimes being targeted like this feels like I'm Frankenstein's monster. You know, you walk into a room and people hate you. They look at you with anger, contempt, right? They roll their eyes. They're rude. In some cases, all out mean, right? It's hard, and you don't always know, what lies are being told. The rats are running around telling lies about you to anyone you might encounter. And usually they know where you're going. So even if you go there once and people are nice, the next time you go, they're not going to be. And you're never going to know what's being said to them because they're not going to tell you. And I think they're told not to question the target about it, which then allows the lies to stand as facts if the target is not allowed to speak on his or her own behalf. Right? We're not given a freedom of defense. It's how you end up with these vigilante mobs. They just go on the attack and they don't even know the person, but they've heard things. And the thing about it is too, like, the more lies people are told about you, and like, they're going to start reacting to that, right? They're going to start treating you badly, and at some point the target is going to respond negatively, and that negative response then reinforces whatever horrific lies these people are being told, because they don't have enough common sense to understand that if they're swarming someone and being nasty to someone, that person is going to start responding in a negative way. They just take the responses as proof that there's something wrong with the target. That's why I say that the people chosen to do as lackeys and to stalk and to terrorize are not the most intelligent. Right? There's not a lot of common sense there. Common sense. I think that very term is a misnomer, right? Sense does not seem to be very common. It's hard though. This is brutal. When you're a target, if you walk into an office or a public space and there are people fighting with each other, they look at you and throw something at you. They don't know you. You don't know them. They just hate you. I'm not even sure they know why. Yeah. And then sometimes they act, they act fearful. I think that's even worse. But anyway, so you know how I was talking about, at the nursing home, I went in that one day and there were people working there who I hadn't seen before. There were guys working there who I hadn't seen before. And I assumed they were temporary staff just because, maybe a lot of people called off, who knows? Because it does get busy there and they are short-staffed. So, and these guys trashed the place. It was, literally I walked into my mom's room and there's a bathroom in each room. And the water in the sink was running, the faucet was running, the water was on, and the sink was clogged up, and I had to go and run it and tell someone. And then, there was stuff on the floor. My mom's picture was broken, and there were so many things that I had to go and tell people, and certain things they should have seen already. And what happens is, like, don't get me wrong, some of the staff members are really nice, and I'm grateful that they're there. But others just don't want to be bothered. So, you go and you tell them, hey, this is happening, or this is, this needs to be fixed or something. They act irritated and annoyed because they're busy. But then when I don't tell them and they come in and something is wrong, then, well, wait, did you know this? And that they act like it's your fault, So you go in and you see the water's running. You better go tell them right away, even though they don't want to be bothered. And when I say the water's running, I mean the sink is clogged up, the water's running, and it's going to overflow. And a few times I got there and it was literally, there was water on the floor. People had been in and out of that room the entire time. They could have seen it and they would have seen it. Why don't they do anything about it? They just pretend it's not happening. So then I get there and I have to point it out, and then it's, oh my goodness, when did that happen? Did you know this was happening? No, I didn't. I just got here. Thanks. That shows lack of integrity. Seeing that something is wrong, not doing anything about it, and then pretending they don't know or they didn't know. So yeah, I mean, and her picture was on the floor, and then I went in, and so I, with the picture frame was broken, and the glass was on the floor. So you know, I'm over there. I took the picture was paper, so I took it out of the frame and I put that in her closet. And I'm thinking, okay, they're in and out of here. Did I tell them about that? And if I did, am I going to go back and are they going to get mad at me for telling them again and assuming I'm pestering them? So much was going on. It was insanity. So then the next day I went back. It's still there. They didn't do anything about it. The glass was still on the floor. The frame was still on the floor. And then no sooner than I went into the bathroom, I came out. You know, I'm going to go tell them, hey, there's still glass on the floor. One of the maintenance guys comes. He walked in and he says, he pointed at it and he's like, you do this? Or something like that. No, I didn't. Thanks. And y'all have been in and out of this room for how long now? You saw it. I'm so tired. Oh, fuck. But, you know, and here's the thing, though. Illinois has crazy laws when it comes to surveillance. Now, we know the stalkers can do whatever they want. They're you know, unfortunately above the law. But for us, we will get arrested. You know, so I can't just put a hidden camera in the room to catch anyone who might be doing something wrong, right? Like, I would have to tell them, okay, I'm going to put a camera in the room. But then there's, you know, the issue of my mom's roommate, right? I can't do anything that'll record her. It's a complicated issue. So it's not like, you know, even if I did catch someone doing something wrong, if they didn't know that was there, I can't use that in court against them. Right? But I am going to start wearing like a long recording, if I can find one, a long recording camera on my person, just when I'm out, so I can show all of these white cars like just driving at me and then stopping, like just stopping right in front of me, or doing the turnaround, or some shit like that. Or the people who will walk in front of me, spit, and then or walk toward me and spit, you know, either one, and then look me directly in the eye, clench their fist, you know. It's an aggressive action. They keep doing that. Anyway, that's the kind of shit that's been going on. Oh, and there are more people coming by and saying my name, my old name though. Like I changed my name a long time ago before I even had this channel. So it's not about dead naming someone. I don't care if they do that to me, but it's about who the hell are they and how do they know my former name? Okay, they're showing me that they have personal information. That's what they're doing. And I think some of these idiots don't even know what they're saying. They're just told to go and make a certain comment to or around a specific person. And half the time they don't even know what it means. Anyway, yeah. Later.